So, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will be talking about CTI, cyber threat intelligence, how to strengthen the resilience in the face of the latest cyber threats and attacks. CTI is definitely the future of cybersecurity, and we will be talking in depth about that. So to present myself, I'm ELHOUARI, cybersecurity expert at Intelligent Network, more specifically an offensive security specialist. I have done a couple of work also founding different teams and organizations like DEFCON Group of Algeria and Imperium Capture the Flag. So to start talking about the latest cyber attacks, we have to show some recent studies about the African market. This is a study market shown by Interpol. It has been done in 2020 and 2021. Most of the cyber threats that faces different businesses in Africa in general starts with online scams such as phishing, mass mailing, social engineering. We have also digital extortion, the BEC, which stands for business email compromise, different ransomware and botnets, especially ransomware and botnets. We will be talking about that more in depth. We have some studies showing that there is more than 3.9K monthly botnets attacks targeting different African and especially Algerian markets. When we talk about Algeria more specifically, we have a report shown by Kaspersky Lab. This study has been done in 2023 from February to March, so this is a very recent report. It is showing that Algerian networks are having different attacks, growing cyber threats and risks in the different industries in Algeria. We have more than 45K attacks, and we have another report from the Algerian Ministry of National Defense declaring that there is in 2021 more than 35,000 cyber attacks. So in the rise of digitalization and different technologies, information technology in particular, there is a huge rise in the cybersecurity industry. There is a big need for security professionals because we are witnessing different attacks during these periods, especially in the last cyber war that has been going between Russia and Ukraine. We have seen different and new sophisticated attack vectors that we will be showing in this presentation. So to get back again to the African business insight, we have this report shown from CGTN and the ICT Cyber Desk report, showing that there is more than 90% of African businesses are operating without the necessary cybersecurity protocols. And this in particular have shown a huge rise in data breaches and cyber attacks. We can see that the estimated cost of cyber attack can go up to $2 billion. We are talking huge money in here. So to start, let me present you the cybersecurity posture in different business industries. We all know that a company, an organization, an industry have different departments, human resources, finance, operations, management, etc. And we have the information technology department that contains the information or cybersecurity insight. So security is made to protect data and critical infrastructures to aid the business process of different industries. Cybersecurity is not made to block access to infrastructures or networks, etc. And we will be talking about that more in depth. So let me present you now what is cyber threat intelligence. In today's digital age, organizations are increasingly reliant on technology to conduct business. And like I said just before, this particular revolution of digitalization is letting companies face a lot of cyber threats and cyber attacks. We have recently witnessed some cyber attacks concerning pharmaceutical industries here in Algeria. And we can't really keep a blind eye turning to that. So I think it's time to put the right cybersecurity mechanisms in place. So cyber threat intelligence is simply about turning data into intelligence. We have the CTI pyramid and the process overview. So cyber threat intelligence contains this, let's say, pyramid. We have 3 layers. It's all about gathering data from different parts of infrastructures like IPs, MAC addresses, log files. We turn this data into credible information, which is the output of the data that we have from different, let's say, CTI feeds. And then this information is turned into particular intelligence that can be used to support businesses and the cybersecurity divisions, so they can have an overall posture about the malicious attacks, because CTI is another approach to cybersecurity. We have reactive cybersecurity and proactive. The difference is reactive cybersecurity bases only on antiviruses, firewalls, security solutions that we have from different vendors in the international market. And to be honest with you, this is not really enough, because if you install, let's say, a very secure infrastructure with different vendors, let's say, and technologies, firewalls, endpoint detection, response, products, etc., you are going to be waiting for the attacks to hit you. And this is really a very bad approach, because we are in the rise of cyber attacks that are going from continent to completely different continent. And this is why we are pushing forward for a proactive cybersecurity strategy. And when we talk about proactive security strategy, we talk about CTI, because CTI is still a trending industry in the cybersecurity world. It's even not regulated at the moment, as we still wait for our collaborators to present something credible that can be used in a structured and organized way. And this is why I have shown this second chart. We have tactical, operational, and strategic. So basically, CTI is or can be applied into 3 levels, which is the CTI tactical. It's about providing real-time information through threat hunting with log files. And when we talk about threat hunting and providing real-time information, we talk about the data sector in the pyramid. When we talk about the CTI operational side, we talk about security operations with a focus on malwares, threats, and ransomware, etc. And then we have the strategic cyber threat intelligence. It's about providing high level of information about the cybersecurity landscape. This is more dedicated to the C-suite decision makers, the leadership of different organizations or countries.
Monsieur Taher, il vous reste 5 minutes. Il faudra penser à conclure.
Okay, this is very limited time, but all right, I will try to be quick.
Peut-être 7, parce qu'il a commencé, le chrono a commencé avant qu'il...
Okay, thank you. So to apply cyber threat intelligence in the different organizations, we have the SOC, which is the Security Operations Center. You can use CTI to feed into the tangible security, like indicators of compromise. We have also the incident response teams, or the fire teams, which is called the digital forensics and incident response. We can attribute attacks to a defined group or individual. We can also use the help of CTI to prioritize the patching of vulnerabilities, which is vulnerability management. We can also implement it in the general business risk management. So when we talk about CTI, we have to present the actors that we are going to face. First of all, I'm going to start with the trending word of a hacker. A hacker is simply an individual who uses computer, networking, or other skills to infiltrate into infrastructures and information technological databases. We have different types of cyber threat actors, or let's say more precisely the hacker types. We have black hat, gray hat, and white hat. And the main difference between them is the motive that separates them. Because a black hat is exactly the guy who you think he is, because he is the one who does all the bad things, who infiltrates information technology networks in order to either steal or destroy data and to cause harm to an organization in the overall talk. We have gray hats, who can be a blend between the black hat and white hat. They basically are some sort of good guys, but they can sometimes act without intent. And the white hats are the well-known security professionals who work day and night to provide strategies, procedures, etc., to secure different companies and infrastructures. When we talk now about the threat actors, we have typically three main types: hacktivists, cyber criminals, and the APT. APT, which is the advanced persistent threat. We can call them nation state, because what makes them different is most of APTs comes from a background of government, from a governmental background. They are, most of the time, they are financed by, let's say, departments of the government to harm or to cause political issues in different industries of the competitor country. So we have some others like the insider, lone wolf, hacktivists, organized crime, etc. So in order to prevent credible cyber threat intelligence feeds, or data that can help organizations and companies to better protect their infrastructures, we have to understand why does these cyber threat actors do what they are doing. Technically, when we talk about the most well-known actors who are causing the real harm are the nation states APTs, and most of them do it for geopolitical reasons. We have also cyber criminals who does it only for profit, so it's always about money. But it is a different case from a group to another. Now we have to talk about the attack surface and also the attack vector. Attack surface is simply the sum of total of all ways a malicious actor could potentially gain unauthorized access to systems. We have all heard about vulnerabilities, and when we talk about a vulnerability, there is also a threat, because a vulnerability in a system represents a threat, and the thing in between is the real risk, the business risk. So an attack threat or vector is the method or the way that an adversary hacker can use to breach into IT systems and infrastructures. We can see this example here. There are different attack vectors, such as phishing or exploiting vulnerabilities. And let's take phishing as an example. It's a well-known attack vector that it is really kind of simple, but it is really causing huge problems in different industries all over the world, not only in here. Because phishing is something like we say it's part of social engineering. Social engineering is simply the art of deceiving humans into hacking systems. So instead of exploiting vulnerabilities in systems, you will be exploiting the human element himself. And phishing vectors can cause real issues and weaknesses in different organizations, because phishing mostly comes from the lack of awareness and security trainings for all individuals who work for any organization or company.
Monsieur ELHOUARI, il faudra conclure. Il ne vous reste plus de temps.
Okay.
Peut-être qu'on pourra compléter justement au niveau du panel, au niveau de la table ronde, avec d'autres informations.
Okay. Well, then I think I have to put a stop into this, because if I dive into details, I won't be able to finish.
Allez-y à la conclusion.